Hey guys, welcome back to GloryHunter. Thank you for all of your feedback in the last episode. Some more names have been added to the shortlist, and some that were already on the shortlist have been isolated as fan favourites. So thank you very much for that indeed. Hopefully you'll go on to enjoy today's transfer bonanza. We have a number of games to play and a number of transfers to do. So please do drop the video a like if you're continuing to enjoy this GloryHunter save and looking forward to what hopefully will be a successful period for us here in Germany. We have the German Bundesliga to win and the DFB Pokal. I don't know whether it's Pokal or Pokal. Do let me know in the comment section how to pronounce it phonetically, please, if you are German or speak German. And hopefully, maybe a Champions League this year? Probably a bit of a stretch with Dortmund, but you never know. We'll try our best and we'll keep our eyes open for any more European, not necessarily European, any more international managers' jobs that we might want to take up for potentially the World Cup or the Euros. Unfortunately, the Copa America, African Cup of Nations, etc. aren't in career mode on FIFA 23, so we're not able to go for any of those other regional international trophies. So it will be the Euros and the World Cup that we go for. But I certainly saw your feedback with regards to those and then saw the replies of other people saying what I just said, basically. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to this. It's probably going to be a bit of a transfer bonanza special. So let's get into it, shall we? So here we find ourselves on the shortlist then. These names added to the list as per your feedback in the comments section. And we have a number of those scout reports to get back. However, one or two decisions have been rather popular with you guys with regards what we already had on the shortlist, as I mentioned. Very, very keen are you for me to bring Weston McKennie along with me from Juventus. Started as a backup central midfielder. We just fell in love with him when we changed him to right back, and you guys want that love story to continue. That bromance will look to be continued as we'll bring the United States international with us to Borussia Dortmund, and I will also try and get Bellini across as well. That also was popular with yourselves. Whether that be a loan or a purchase, we will wait and see. In fact, I'm here. They won't loan him. It'll be a purchase. We'll try and get Bellini in as well as my starting right-sided midfielder. But to start with, Weston McKennie. And it looks like we could get him in for a very, very decent fee as well. He's valued at 36.5. My chief executive reckons I could get him for under that. Actually, the tension in the room is getting quite high, as you see in the top right. So I'll offer 41, and they'll say yes. Weston McKennie is going to come back and join me. He's on 110 grand at Juventus. I wouldn't have thought he'd have wanted a wage rise to come here. And wow, he's willing to almost halve his wages to come to us. Done, done, done. Weston McKennie comes back to join Ted Lasso. It's the US connection again. Shaking hands, although evidently we already know each other quite well. Weston McKennie joins us at Borussia Dortmund. That is one signing done. He obviously was desperate to leave Juventus and come to see me again. If he's willing to accept that level of pay cut to get the first team football here at Dortmund, he's into the starting lineup. With regards to the right wing, I will go for Bellini now. And if we can get Bellini in, then that is a banger. If we can't get Bellini in, then we'll hold fire for the time being and see what else happens with some of those scout reports. Absolutely not having Nico Schlotterbeck. Thank you very much. Not even a chance. Not a sniff. 80 million. Go on then. Let's get it done. We are getting to the point, or we'll be at the point soon, where there may well be some... He's willing to take a pay cut as well. Come on over! Come north from Turin to Dortmund. He's in as well. Two former Juventus players join us at Borussia Dortmund. That's a great start to the transfer window, I think. Now then, I'm going to have to wait for some more scout reports before we make any further decisions. But certainly there is more business to be done. Papadopoulos sold by Roth is going to go out on loan to Watford for a year, which is fantastic. And Šeško's final report is back. He's only 78 rated. Hoo-wee! I think maybe Šeško, along with Moukoko, is a player that we use later in the save. Moukoko has potential of 89. Benjamin Šeško has potential of 85. So certainly, I think those two will be players we absolutely will use in this save, but not yet, I don't think. We'll let them grow a little more, and then they perhaps can come in as starting players. I absolutely saw the comments as well about potentially moving Adeyemi out wide, but obviously Bellini now has that spot, and Adeyemi will continue to start for me up top. Now, Adeyemi is a player that can also continue to grow up top. So I'm absolutely hoping that he will continue to do so. He's got potential of 87 as well, so there's plenty of room for growth with a number of our young players. Kasper Dolberg, scout report back, he's 80 rated. Technically, he does look decent, but I don't know if physically he's going to be the one. We'll wait and see. So it's a case of what to do at striker then, isn't it? That's the question at the minute. And what I do like the look of is Jonathan Burkhardt at Leeds. Striker and can play out wide. Not massively highly rated, so could potentially be quite happy to be backup to Adeyemi. Technically, he's decent, although Patson Daka really intrigues me as well. I think Twitch chat might get the call on which of those strikers we go for, but for now, we're going to concentrate on playing some actual football. The chance to win a trophy that isn't listed in the trophy room. It's the German Super Cup. Michael Ballack, hero of Bayer Leverkusen, of course. Solid German central midfielder that also played for Chelsea, of course, and won a few trophies there too. It's the German Super Cup from the Volkspark Stadion. Not sure whose ground that is off the top of my head. Volk would lead me to believe that it's Wolfsburg's, but I'm not entirely too sure. Perhaps you guys could let me know in the comment section or in Twitch chat. That's what we're playing for. It's the German Super Cup, and we're hoping that we can get victory here. Bayer Leverkusen have a strong team, including a certain former, almost on cue that, player for me, Sebastian Haller. We sold him to Leverkusen in yesterday's episode, and now he lines up against us in the very first game we play. So I'm very much intrigued to see how good he's going to be for them. They have a couple of stars in their team, including an 88 rated Diaby. Moussa Diaby on the right-hand side of their midfield. There's an ageing Sergio Busquets, as you can quite clearly tell there. An ageing Lukasz Hradecky in goal as well. And an 85 rated Joe Gomez at centre-back. We're at full strength, so we'll hopefully be able to get a good performance here. I'm not that bothered if we don't win this, but it might be nice to start with a trophy here. You can see my starting lineup. Adeyemi is up to 82. Mendes is up to 84, so growth already in the side. Let's see what this 4-2-3-1 at Dortmund is all about. Schlotterbeck into Houssem Aouar. Nice first touch. Nuno Mendes. Options in the middle there. Adeyemi in possession. I was going to try and backheel that. Aouar from distance. No. Harvey Barnes. Tuck it back. This. Oh, it's a good block. Bellini on debut. Nearly getting a goal. Harvey Barnes trying again. We are putting the pressure here on the Bayer Leverkusen backline, but they are not to be shaken, or are they? Bellini! Oh! The young man's come and joined us from Juventus and scores the first goal of our tenure at Borussia Dortmund. You love to see it. That's on you, YouTube comment section. Thank you very much indeed for making me buy him. We might have some fun with Bellini this year. Certainly battering Leverkusen early doors. They couldn't deal with us, could they? Great finish. And rather evidently, judging by the nets, it's Hamburg Stadium. Pace from Adli. Goal from Adli. Right then. Leverkusen back in it. That didn't take long. Just raced away. Couldn't catch him. Far too quick. Amin Adli thumps that into the top right-hand corner, and it took 3 minutes for Leverkusen to find a way back level. Not a problem. We'll deal with it, but no clean sheet on my debut as Dortmund manager, rather evidently. Good touch by Harvey Barnes. I've not used Harvey Barnes before, I don't think, other than a very brief foray as Leicester manager a few years ago, but I can't remember if he was even in their squad then. That was in a stream-only career mode. McKennie with a good first touch. Oh, Verts tackled well by Højbjerg, who is on our shortlist as a potential central midfield option to be an improvement on Salih Özcan. We'll wait and see. Houssem Aouar into Harvey Barnes there. Round the outside here is Nuno Mendes, who was onside, but couldn't keep his shot down, the former PSG man. Into Sebastian Haller. He does offer that alternative option that we mentioned up top. I just don't really enjoy Sebastian Haller in general on FIFA. Hence the decision to sell him. Good save that by Kerbal in goal. And I'll be honest, I thought he might have been offside, the man that had the shot, but evidently not. Florian Wirtz makes the tackle. DRB wins it back. Some good football, unbelievable football, in fact, from Bayer Leverkusen. And a 95-year-old Sergio Busquets gives Leverkusen the lead in the German Super Cup. McKennie down to Bellini. And inside to Sally Özcan. Here's Houssem Aouar. We get this to Adeyemi. Harvey Barnes looking for Karim. He's turned well. We'll take the foul, will we? Yes, we will. Now, do I have any free kick specialists at the club? I don't know. Harvey Barnes. Oh, yeah, we do. Bloody Bellini. Look at that. 87. It's not got much shot power, but this is further in. It's not too far out, so we'll try. And I can put a bit of excess power on it myself, just from powering up. So 3 bars of power for Bellini here with the free kick. Was on target, headed towards that corner. It's the last action of the first half. We will go in 2-1 down at the break. We took the advantage and we thought, hello, we might be in for something here at Dortmund, but Leverkusen fight back, and the thing that we're in for is a challenge rather than a walk through. Nuno Mendes has actually dealt very well with Moussa Diaby in this game so far. Harvey Barnes, however, not having the best of introductions to me. Oh, Gregor Kerbal makes a good save. Seemed to react late to that, but got down to it well. Diaby with the corner here, and they're not going to whip it first time. Adli, their first goal scorer, will find Diaby here on the edge of the box. Moussa Diaby's just going to run out of room. It's opened for Andrich! 3-1 Leverkusen. And we might well be losing the German Super Cup. Well, it wasn't in our trophy room by default. And it doesn't look like it's going to be joining our trophy room either, does it, at the minute? Beautiful strike. Top bins. Work to be done at Dortmund, but that's why you made me join them. That's why you voted for them, because there is work to be done at Borussia Dortmund, and it's not just going to be a straightforward turn up, win everything, leave and go somewhere else. Savanier off the bench, looking for Nuno Mendes. I'll drill it into the middle. There is someone waiting. It won't be found, though. Bellini gets that under control. It will fall free to Sally Özcan. Can we get a second consolation goal, as it would only be? Nuno Mendes. I've got plenty of yellow shirts back there. Florian Wirtz can't get his shot away. And it will be a 3-1 defeat, unfortunately, by Leverkusen. Congratulations. GG. They win the German Super Cup, and we have certainly some work ahead of us here at Borussia Dortmund, but that's fine. We can go for the German Super Cup again next year, because hopefully we will win either the Bundesliga or the DFB Pokal. So fingers crossed, that trophy will be added to our trophy room before the end of our time here in Germany. Whether that be with Dortmund or someone else, of course, as we didn't get the Coppa Italia with Juventus, and we'll have to go back to Italy. We'll do them the honour of watching them lift the trophy, but then swiftly leave the stadium afterwards, and we'll head back to the transfer window. Twitch chat have had their say with regards which of the striking options we are going to get, and the winner of said vote, with more than 50% of it, is Jonathan Burkhardt. So he is going to be added to the list. A suggestion that came from the YouTube comment section, so thank you for that. Appreciate it very much. Reckon I could get him for under 40. I will try to bring him to us from Leeds. Ooh, they want Sally Özcan. No, I'm going to need Sally Özcan for depth. I am thinking of the point I was about to make, actually. It will leave me with about 60 million to go for a marquee centre mid. And I am looking to improve on Sally Özcan. Now, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg is on my shortlist and definitely impressed in that last game against Bayer Leverkusen. Burkhardt is currently on 47.5 grand a week, so that's going to be comfortably able to be afforded, and he's willing to come across for a similar sort of wage. So that leaves me about 60 million to sign a centre mid then. We've a brand new striker to come in to offer us options on the bench. And to be fair, he and Adeyemi are pretty similar in style. We narrowed it down to 3. Bruno Guimaraes, Enzo Fernandez, and Zambo Anguissa. And we're going to go for Enzo Fernandez. Valued at £50 odd million. incredible potential, has already grown spectacularly in this save already, and hopefully we can help him continue to improve. I'm just going to go straight in at 50 mil. And they want Sally Özcan as well. People seem to be interested in Sally Özcan, but I definitely want him for backup in my squad. There's already a little bit of tension there. They want 57.9. That would only leave me 30 grand available in my budget. And he's obviously going to want more a week than that. So, and it's not, again, to reiterate, the way that the finances are displayed this year, that doesn't mean that I've got 1.5 million in my budget that I can then transfer to my weekly wage budget. That means if all of the money I had left was put in what transfer budget, I'd have 1.5 million. And if all the money I had left was put into wage budget, I'd have 30,000. It's dictated differently this year, not necessarily translated to the user that well, and certainly needs some work, but that's how it works this year. I'll offer them 54.5, and hopefully they'll accept. Would allow... they want 57. Well, if he'll sign for less than... He won't though, will he? He'll want a massive wage rise, and I won't be able to afford his wages. 55.5. Let's meet in the middle, please. Let's meet in the middle. Please meet in the middle. Oh! They met in the middle. Deary me, that was nervy. He's on 18.5 grand at Benfica, but at 84 rated, coming to a Champions League club, he'll absolutely want a wage rise, and I'm desperately hoping he doesn't want that much. All right. Now, don't want too much. Give me an idea of what you want wage-wise, please. Oh, praise the Lord. Hallelujah. We have enough money. Just. Woo. There you go. Smiles all round for Ted Lasso. Smiles all round for everybody here as well. We marginally afford Enzo Fernandez. He joins us. That was tense. We had a massive £200+ million budget, and we very nearly ran out. I don't have enough to go and get a goalkeeper now, do I? I didn't think of that, did I? In the battle of the Borussias, it's 4 at the back for Mönchengladbach. Konen and Wepu sat holding. Molinas, Hauger, and someone else on the right who didn't quite get to quickly enough. And Gumu and Bobby Firmino leads the line for them. It's not a strong starting lineup for Borussia Mönchengladbach. Our first time playing at home in our new home. Hopefully it's a home that treats us well and we won't be looking to leave it after just 1 year in Germany. Although actually, you kind of hope that we will be looking to leave it after 1 year in Germany if we've won everything there is to win in this season at Borussia Dortmund. Although I have a funny feeling I won't be winning everything there is to win in this first season at Dortmund. Harvey Barnes, forward there to Karim Adeyemi, will turn away from the pressure. Enzo Fernandez making his first starts for the club in this game. Enzo Fernandez nearly scoring his first goal for the club in his first start for the club. Here's Bobby Firmino, not with many options, one of which is making a nice run centrally. And here's Molinas. Schlotterbeck just runs into him, and it's still broken for Mönchengladbach. And Gumu back to Manu Kone. It's a lovely bit of footwork. That is spectacular from Borussia Mönchengladbach. Well then, what a move that was. Kone is going to be very, very good for them in the midfield, and certainly a player I might be interested in using later on in the save. But this footwork here, didn't see it coming. Well and truly didn't see it coming. Absolutely done me. And Molinas fires us 1-0 down at the near post after just 14 minutes. Try and tuck this back to Bellini perhaps. I need to not really go for aerial balls, don't I? Thanks to the lack of stature of Adeyemi. He's not the tallest. So we need to really work it on the floor for him, which was what we've done. If it weren't for the save of Teresiano, he'd have gotten himself an equaliser as well. Sula is calling for it, put a bit of power on it to try and find him. It's going towards Bellini. It's comfortably cleared away. Mendes arrives. Here is Sula now, with it at his feet instead. Harvey Barnes will go out wide. Right, Verts delivers. This is a really good cross. It's not going to reach a teammate, though. And it might fall to Weston McKennie on the edge of the box. Is that a foul on Mwepu? It's not. Just sheer physicality enough to win the ball back. Harvey Barnes can't get it round Manu Kone, who's been solid so far for Borussia Mönchengladbach. And we stay 1-0 down at the half-hour mark. There's McKennie into the middle, looking for Verts. And here is Harvey Barnes. Oh, Harvey Barnes is an equaliser. Hey, it's 1-1. We're back level. Let's go. Lost Gates, BVB. Lost Gates. Here's Manu Kone again trying to dictate play in the midfield. It's good footwork again, but they've given it away eventually. And Florian Wirtz was calling for that. Bit of strength shown. Everyone's quickly to Adeyemi. Hoping Adeyemi can run the line for me. Lead the line for me. But it might take a little while to get used to him. That's the only thing that I'm allowing at the minute. Is obviously it takes a little while to adjust to a new side. Manu Kone. Not only is he running things in the midfield, now he's doing things up top as well. A great header. I couldn't change from Sula. Sula ran deep, and I wanted to change to Weston McKennie, but I just had to sprint at it with Sula, who couldn't get there. We're 2-1 down in stoppage time at the end of the first half. McKennie to Enzo Fernandez. Look at that press from Manu Kone. Maybe I bought the wrong midfielder. We picked up Enzo Fernandez. Turns out maybe I should have bought Manu Kone. He's an absolute monster. Nuno Mendes slowing things up here. We'll just work this into the middle. I've slightly tweaked things tactically at half-time. Not changed the formation or the position of players on the pitch, but slightly changed the way that we go about things tactically, both offensively and defensively, to try and find a style that works with this Dortmund side. Obviously, it's going to take a while to figure out who does what well. But fingers crossed we can adjust quickly with this Dortmund team. Find the winning formula sooner rather than later. Enzo Fernandez looking for Bellini, who's offside, unfortunately. Equalises, but it won't count. Good move, though. Patient build-up that in the end very nearly paid off. Well up, Niklas. That's what we expect from Niklas Sula. A lot of that, please. Florian Wirtz with runners. We use Nuno Mendes first. Dink it back into the middle where Bellini would have been if he just tucked in a little bit more narrowly. Let's tackle Enzo. That's what we bought you for. Be that midfield enforcer. Hussein Aouar to Harvey Barnes. Wirtz. Bellini. Adeyemi. We do have our second goal. Piling the pressure on in this second half, and finally it actually pays. It's 2-2. Double change for me. Karim Adeyemi coming off now for Jonathan Burkhardt to make his debut, and also taking off Hussein Aouar to bring Julian Brandt on. But Brandt is going to play at cam, and Florian Wirtz is going to drop a little bit deeper into the role that was previously taken up by Hussein Aouar. Maybe that will offer us the opportunity to be able to open them up for a third time and get this win. Brandt, Burkhardt, Bellini doesn't have his goal. Teresiano with a brilliant stop. We keep being left with a man over on that far side, though. It's definitely something we need to look to utilise. Nico Schlotterbeck is a giant at the back as well. I haven't yet really been able to properly find anyone like that from set plays. A late corner for Mönchengladbach. Worried. Burkhardt wins the header. Less worried. Still worried. Nice tackle by Sula. Eventually keeps it in play. Whew, and the worry disappears. It's a 2-2 draw on our Bundesliga debut. And if all of the games this season are as action-packed as that, we're in for a hell of a ride here in Germany. That had everything, really. They only had 2 shots on goal, Mönchengladbach. They scored both of them, which is frustrating, but we're still learning our new team, of course, so we'll be fine, I'm sure, in the long run. Up next is FC Köln, a side that we've managed already on FIFA in a save. I'm going to make sure I get it out of the right place so I know where to put it back. FC Köln, we had a save with them on FIFA 20 before we ended up going to Leeds, which was one of my favourite saves I've ever done, actually, that Leeds one. I definitely gave the wrong response to that question, but never mind. And hopefully, we were resilient today. Hopefully we can build on that 2-2 draw and go and get a win in the next game. FC Köln have Timo Horn in goal. For Rotter Hubersoon, Jabim, Molanes and Matazzo. Ali, yes, that Dele Ali. Florian Kainz out wide. And then Mukoko at striker. 4-2-3-1 for FC Köln as well. I've rotated a little bit to give some playtime to some fringe, or not necessarily fringe players, but players I haven't used yet, see if they're any good. It'd be nice if this was slightly slower, so you can actually read it a bit quicker, but you can see that, well, and it also shows the cam in the middle when they're actually out wide. But Julian Brandt starts, Reina, Burkhardt, Gabriel and Sosa are the new names in the lineup for me here on match day 2 of the Bundesliga season at the Rhein-Energiestadion for FC Köln. Stadium that we've managed at, stadium that I've visited IRL when in Germany and in Cologne for Gamescom. And hopefully we can get victory here, although Harvey Barnes is going to have to pass the football a little bit better than that. He'll have the opportunity to do so now. And guess what? He passed it a little bit better than that. Aouar, Julian Brandt! Florian Wirtz, who? Julian Brandt is still the main man in that cam spot, apparently. Here at Borussia Dortmund, we lead by a goal to nil. Heinz, well read again by Schlotterbeck. Rainer's got the pace to get to that. And we'll look to get away, knock it in front of Burkhardt. Can he beat Soyuncu, who's going to have the pace? Has he got the finish? Oh, keeper's come! Timo Horn smothers it well. Corner. We've got Gabriel in the middle. I'll put a bit more power on it this time. It's Sosa that it's going to come towards. McKennie. Here's Houssam Aouar. Burkhardt around the corner. I'll drill it into the middle and... oh! Top stop. Nico Schlotterbeck, of all people, the man back there to try and tip that over into the roof of the net. And the keeper does well. I'm not going to get to that. Aouar hit it first time. Probably not. Harvey Barnes settle it. Then go for a whipper. That doesn't quite work either. He got nailed, though. I'll take the free kick. Thank you very much. What? Oh! It played advantage, so I did the LTRT to say, like, I'll take the advantage in the free kick. And he blew his half-time whistle. Can you believe it? I mean, sheer dominance in this game so far from Borussia Dortmund, but only the one goal. I changed my fullbacks to not push forward. And, well, McKennie's basically my right winger right now, so he's evidently not going to listen. Enzo into Aouar. Burkhardt. In there to Harvey Barnes. It's a good save by Timo Horn. Looking for that second goal just to make sure that we get the points here. It's going to fall here to Houssam Aouar. I'll get it quickly inside. It's Gabriel. Probably not going to be banging it from 20 yards if I'm completely honest, is he? But I can't seem to find anyone from these corners, to be honest. Trying desperately to find my tall guys, and that's the first time I have found Schlotterbeck or Sula. Or Gabriel in this case, because Sula's benched. But it's tame in the end. Brandt will get that there to Harvey Barnes. I'll look for Burkhardt. He may have been offside. It's a lovely first touch. But I didn't get the chance to take the shot because he was offside. Oh, it was a brilliant first touch. Oh, well, he was offside, but I get a free kick for something else. And I've wasted it. That's a ping. McKennie's trying to get there. And does. Then loses out to Florian Kainz. Quickly to Moukoko. Chance. Good save by Gregor Kerbel. Nice stop. Some changes being made by myself. Barnes off and Bino Gittens on, who's going to be underneath this and gets a good clearance on it. And Özcan is on for Aouar as we look to try and firm up defensively and keep them out and ensure that we get this first victory of the Bundesliga season for ourselves after that draw against Borussia Mönchengladbach. I would like to get a dub here, but I couldn't quite turn with Brandt there and find Bino Gittens on the far side. But now we could get him in. Burkhardt, short. And then Özcan to Gittens. He's got 90 pace. It's not really that good in the pass or in the shot, but his pace and dribbling are still decent. Enzo, oh, I tried to squeeze that through the gap there to Julian Brandt and did in the end find him. Gittens into the middle. It's a really good cross, teasing everybody, but the defender is able to get rid of it. And Moukoko has been a bit isolated in this fixture up top. Unfortunately for him, we will, like I say, look to use him later in the save, probably at a different club. Burkhardt, Gittens. It's a nice turn, but it's not good enough to find us a second goal. Florian Kainz was a star for me in the Cologne save we did on FIFA 20. Moukoko to Kainz and Frabotta. Moukoko, Gabriel, that's a very important interception and we'll just work this away and see it out. Ooh, some nervy times at the end of the game, but we do see through our first victory as manager. We lost the game, we drew a game, we won a game. If you're going to have progression in one direction, you want it to be that way, not that way. And we have improved as time has gone on, and our first clean sheet as Dortmund boss as well. They only had one chance. To be fair, we only conceded 2 chances against Mönchengladbach. They just happened to score them both. So defensively, we're not that bad at the minute here. Obviously, we will face sterner tests this season than Mönchengladbach and FC Köln. Certainly sterner tests, more so than by Leverkusen as well, especially in the Champions League. I don't know when we're set to face Bayern. We should have a look at that, really, shouldn't we? And RB Leipzig, because they are going to be the 2 that are challenging for us in the league, you would imagine, or challenging with us in the league. And we don't face them until we got them both in the same bloody month. Of course we do. We got both Munich sides, in fact, 1860 München away in the cup as well to come. But for now, it's time to see out this transfer window. You join me on deadline day. You can see on the right-hand side there have been some deals go through on deadline day so far. Xavi Simons, 45.7 million from PSV to Stade Rennais. Then Aaron Wan-Bissaka has gone to the Bundesliga for £34 million. Daniel Bragança has left Portugal to go to... My brain wants to say Valladolid, but I am not sure, if I'm completely honest. The biggest deals in this window so far, however, include Victor Osimhen to Roma for 121.7. Wow. Darwin Núñez from Liverpool to Spurs. Vitinha to Atalanta. Gabi Jesus has gone to Spain. Albellini. Pau Torres to Man United. Gravenberch to Tottenham. That's a big departure for Bayern, to be completely honest. We'll have a look through the rest once we've finished transfer deadline day. Still looking to sell Savanier to bring in a goalkeeper, but seemingly no interest in him yet, other than the one deal that I ballsed up with Bayern, where I accidentally left too much money on the table. Sosa transferred from Newcastle. That's going to be a no. He's definitely going to stay. Very much interested in seeing how he grows. I might then... well, I had some goalkeepers on my list, but... I mean, Van der Voort's not going to be good enough. Steffen's alright, but... I mean, I'm not going to do a swap with Savanier for him. Flecken, I could do a swap with for Savanier, but again, Savanier is worth twice as much. So I kind of want to sell Savanier so I can go buy Flecken, but no one's yet come in for him. I might just have to take it on the chin and take a bit of a loss on the potential Savanier bid. Unless I offer them... It's Houssem Aouar City have come in for. It's a shame I can't say, look, I'll give you Savanier if you give me Flecken and some money. But that's not really how it works. Bernardo Silva joins Leipzig, you can see top right. That's a huge deal. It's a massive deal, in fact, for the Bundesliga and for RB Leipzig as well. £76.7 million. The Portuguese joins us. Florian Wirtz is rumoured to be going to Real Madrid. Well, let's see what we'll say about that. So they've actually offered me an 84 rated Camavinga, but I will reject that. I'm surprised they offered me Camavinga. I'm sure he would have been a massive player for them. Sally Özcan to Bayern. Please come back in for him so I can actually do it properly this time. Oh no, not Sally. It's not Sally Özcan. I keep thinking, oh yeah, Sally Özcan. No, it's not Özcan I want to sell. It's Savanier. Please. Oh God. If I balls my only chance out, I might have to sign him. I'm not even sure I'll have enough money to sign. Oh, Roma! Roma, please go through sharpish. I've got 2 hours and I need to get Flecken done. Please get done before the final hour. Please get done. Oh, transfer bid for Sosa is not done yet. Oh, tense things is going down to the wire on transfer deadline day. Please. Oh, I think this is it. Savanier's on his way out. Oh, God damn it. Talk about leaving it late with minutes to go. Minutes on transfer deadline day. There is an hour left. Right then. Don't balls this up, Ches. Flecken. You want to come to play for me, pal? Yikes. I've got 17 million in the bank. I'll offer them 10. They should probably just accept that. 14 they want. Can I have him for 12? I'll meet you in the middle. Go on, I'll be fair and I'll meet you in the middle. Whoa. Pushed my luck here, haven't I? In this transfer window to try and get everything I want done. But we are going to get everything done that we wanted to get done. The squad is not that big, actually, and if I need to recall some youth players later in the season, then I certainly will. I'm not going to have a release clause on there, thank you very much. But for the time being, we can relax. We've gotten everything done that we wanted to get done. New 6'5" Flecken comes in, and we have a giant backup goalkeeper. Thank the Lord for that. Our European group has been drawn as well, I believe. Sorry, Fraser Forster. 6'5" man is what we went for, not the 6'7" yourself. Champions League group has been drawn. Jesus wept, we got Barcelona. And Porto and Victoria Poulsen as well. It's a progressible group, but whether it's a winnable group or not, I don't know. Oh, Barcelona. Yikes. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Savanier sold to Roma. Oh, we left it late. Proper tension on deadline day. Gonzalo Guedes has left Wolves actually to go to Chelsea there for 59.3 million. We did have him on my shortlist, didn't we? Earlier in the window. Let's have a look at transfer history then to see all of the bigger deals that went through. Were there any other big ones here? Vitinha, we saw. Bernardo Silva, of course, the biggest on deadline day itself. Milan Skriniar. Isak has gone back to Spanish football, gone to Real Betis. No, it came from Sociedad. My brain was going, didn't it come from Betis? It came from Real Sociedad. Jurrien Timber goes from Liverpool to Fiorentina. Paul Pogba has left Juventus now and come to Real Sociedad. Erin Guiri to Chelsea. Dybala to Bayern. Hello. Martinelli to West Ham, which is an intriguing one. Obviously, Fernandes to us. Guendouzi to Lazio. Kieran Tierney's at Barcelona. We played against him at Lazio. And now we'll play against him again at Barcelona. Adam Hlojek has gone to Atletico Madrid. Kirkju to Milan. Anything else that affects us here in Germany? Colin Wani doesn't really affect us. Andreas Christensen coming to Bayern will certainly affect us here in Germany. Upamecano leaving Bayern will affect us here in Germany. Zakaria has gone to Manchester United. Højbjerg has left Leverkusen now after playing against us earlier on today. Malacia to Spurs. Was that Meyer was a player that was on my shortlist, but he's gone to Leicester now. Jonathan David to Aston Villa to replace the outgoing Osimhen, evidently. Timo Werner's left Leipzig to go to Fiorentina. That's an intriguing one. Nabil Fekir has come to Bayern. That's an intriguing one as well. Brobby to Arsenal. Wijndal to Leipzig. That's a good signing for them, certainly. Moretti has come to the Bundesliga as well for £42.1 million. 79 rated now, Moretti. We never played him at Juventus. We will be playing against him now. And Breuer has left Chelsea, albeit only to Stade Rennais. Well, that's where we leave you in episode 2. I got managed only. I drew one and won one in the Bundesliga, but I've won Manager of the Month apparently. We can't surely be top. I'm 8th. How am I winning Manager of the Month? I mean, I'll take it. I guess if no side is 3 wins from 3, if we can win our game in hand against FC Union Berlin, then yeah, I could be joint top. All right, I'll take the Manager of the Month. Welcome to Germany. Lol. Mönchengladbach leading the way. So actually that 2-2 draw wasn't as bad as perhaps we first thought it might well have been. The Champions League is going to be difficult, isn't it? That's a really strong group. Right, join me in the next episode tomorrow then, where we shall put even more of those new signings through their paces, and fingers crossed, have a good old challenge for some trophies this season at Borussia Dortmund. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Video a thumbs up if you would be so kind. Channel a subscription if you would be so kind. Twitch channel a follow if you would be so kind. Come and join me live. I'll see you next time. Ta-da.